Hello, welcome back to FromSoftServe. We are in Majula, as I'm sure you can tell, and we are using DS2 Lighting Engine, specifically because there's a mod idea that I've had for a long time, but I really haven't been able to do it for technical reasons, and also I've been busy with Dark Souls 1 and whatnot. I wanted to make, because I've done this with Dark Souls 1, I wanted to make a fully dynamically lit Dark Souls 2, where it only has dynamic shadows, no baked lighting, and I thought that'd be really cool. And I've tried multiple different times to do it and remove the baked lighting either manually by bleaching the light maps or editing the Fiverr models, and I could actually turn off the light maps. There's other ways you can do it. Well, I just realized, actually I got a tip from last night. I was working on this, and I was doing the classic method of enabling shadow casting on Dark Souls 2 map pieces and objects. So how you would traditionally enable shadow casting is basically I would go into like DS Map Studio. Here I'm using Smithbox, which is I would argue, the successor to DS Map Studio. Basically, I would open the actual map, and I would find the map piece that I was looking for that I wanted to turn on shadow casting for, right? And I basically would click on the rock, and I'd go, okay, cool. So that's M100 is the one that's actually being used, and it's actually being used over and over and over and over again. They used M100 so many times. And then I would open ACB Editor, which is this program that was created for Dark Souls 2 to enable shadow casting. You could also edit the low texture distance, cheap render distance. You could disable it receiving shadows at all. Render type, which handles if it's water or whatnot. Normal interaction, reflectable, LOD rate. There's so many things that it basically controls that are not done through Smithbox or DS Map Studio. Because of how DS2 functions, they do it through ACB files. So that's why it's called ACB Editor. And so here I have Majula pulled up. And if we actually go to M100, you can see here we have you basically enable these to disable the shadow. And so you can see it's already enabled. That's how I would have gone in here and gone, aha, cool, great. I've now enabled it. Well, what if I told you there's a way easier way to do this and removed baked lighting all in one fell swoop? Well, not one fell swoop, but with one program. And it is DS Maps, or DS2 Lighting Engine. God, I'm still waking up, sorry. And so I got this tip because I posted on Blue Sky, which you should follow me on there, by the way. It's a great platform. Okay, here you go. I'm enabling shadow casting, and I turned off the light maps using DS2 Lighting Engine. God, I got Map Studio on the brain. And the creator of DS2 Lighting Engine replied back, hey, make sure you use the shadow map tool or generator. And I was like, yeah, okay, great, cool, got it. Didn't know what that was. Didn't have any idea that existed, I'll be honest. But I was like, cool, got it, great. I'll figure it out, I got it. I know I can figure this out. So it was of course you, basically in DS Map Studio, DS2 Lighting Engine, Jesus Christ, I'm never going to get this right. I'm not even going to edit this out. But if you go in here, you can actually change the mode for DS2 Lighting Engine. Where there's editor mode, game mode, which is your normal, and then texture dump is, of course, when you're dumping textures, right? So you can upscale them and then put them in the override folder. So editor mode is what I swapped out to. You save it, you restart the game. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And so for right here, the other thing you can do, you can go to lighting preset, and this is handled on a per area basis. There's these nice checkboxes for disabled light map shadows. And so as you can tell, this is where the light map shadows were actually being placed, like on this rock. As you can tell, the actual light map that's on here doesn't seem terribly accurate, as it tends to just darken the entire fucking rock. And so by removing them, it's pretty sick. It's pretty great. So this would be the benefit of removing the light map is as I have a lot of, experience with FromSoft light maps, and it's not always the most accurate. And so anyway, we checked that. Disable backface culling, which if you've seen some of my previous videos, I have to do this a lot in DS1, right? Where if it has its ass hanging out, I have to do this in Bloodborne a lot too. And you have to do this through Fiverr Editor. And you basically have to, if the ass is hanging out where it's not rendering the back face, because obviously they're doing that to save performance, right? But when you have shadow casting on, you need that back face to be there. So it automatically disables backface culling, which is great. The pre-computed light mask for the character, which is how it handles, that's like in DS3, where if you're in a shadowed region and all the baked lighting is obviously there by default, it basically just darkens the character to make it look like you're being darkened by the shadows, when in reality, those are not actually cast shadows. So in DS2, you can disable that as well. Pre-computed light mask, which is on the world itself, and on certain objects, they had light masks as well. And then there's also a toggle that was new for me that I hadn't seen, where you can actually disable the base game dynamic shadows. So basically these shadows that are set to be dynamic, mostly from me, but there were some that were set to be dynamic. And it was actually done through the DS2 rendering engine, or DS2 is aware of it, because basically all of DS2 lighting engine, DS2 is not aware of it. And so, yeah, you can actually disable that to kind of check it to see where the dynamic shadows are. Anyway, so basically we have all these enabled where we're disabling the light map by default. And then what you can do, it's really awesome. You can hit F3 and you can go into a level that's here. This is the level editor. And then I will admit this was not terribly easy to find. I wish there was a game map editor easier to click on. You hit that, and then it should enter you into, because see, now you can see you're actually disconnected from your character, and it's showing the frustrum, if I'm saying that correctly, frustrum of what the engine is actually rendering at any given point, and what it is not, because it's actually not 100% based on like where I do think it's funny that the tree is being rendered, but anyway, and then you'll see the actual reflections here and some grass, which is really interesting. But anyway, what you can do is then you can click on the object. See, when I was using DS2 lighting engine back in the day to do like texture dumping and different things with textures, the object selection, you had to usually go through the render like indices and then like click until you got to the one that you wanted. You would cycle and it would highlight it. But here you can, I guess this must be a new feature, yeah, where you can actually just click on the actual thing in the game engine and it will automatically select it. And so you can see here there's a drop down for shadow map build from scene entities. So now you can open that up. And when we have it here, you can actually just click on the actual button that says add scene entity to shadow map. And we'll click on this one as well. And now you'll see it starts rendering a dynamic shadow. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. It's not a huge difference on all of them. Let's see if we can find one that is not as much in it. Ah, look at that. Look at that big shadow that just popped up. You'd love to see it. Okay, there you go. And so I try to pick all the things that are not selected. So you get some really super accurate shadows. And I love it. I've never loved it as much as anything in my entire life. Because as you know, I am the world's biggest hoe for dynamic shadows. I just am. But I want to try... I do wish that we could save this window thing being up. I'm assuming I'm just doing it incorrectly, but finding the shadow map build and the map editor, I have not found a shortcut. I wish when I hit F3, oh, actually it does come back up. Oh, well, that's interesting. Okay, well, I swear to God, last time I was doing this, the where I was at did not get saved. But clearly I was drunk. Ooh, let's go to Heide's Tower of Flame. Okay, I'll actually warp there. I was going to walk there, and I was like, nah, we're not going to do that. Because what you're seeing here is fully dynamically lit Majula with just dynamic shadows. Because DS2 Lighting Engine actually has screen space shadows as well. And it's just, it's pretty awesome. So let's go to Heide's Tower of Flame. And then let's do the same things where we disable the light map and we do all the cool, fun work there. Let's see. Let's hit F1. Let's see what we got. Lighting settings. I do tend to disable the overrides. Although you do miss out on... So another idea that I've been sort of playing around with is... So disabling the overrides, of course, goes back to like how the base game looks, more so, and kind of disables the volumetric fog to a degree. Oh, I forgot they're walking around, aren't they? I definitely... But then you lose the actual like sun disk that they end up adding, which is actually really nice. And it's nice that it gets reflected as well. So I would like to go through and then match up the default settings to make them look as much like vanilla as possible without having to disable the overrides and put that out as a mod. Because obviously there's really cool work being done on DS2 Lighting Engine for new presets. Like Trivia is working on one, Chris Liu is working on one, and they're doing a lot more work than me. And it's way more impressive. But I felt like on my end, maybe there could just be like a cool vanilla one. So anyway, working on that. Let's keep the disable overrides on. That's cool. That's cash money. And then let's go down to our shadow settings. And you'll see we have pre-computed light mask, disable backface culling. We're going to turn on. Aha, see, there's the original light map shadows, which you can see is actually based on these there. Yeah, and so I forgot to say that doing a fully dynamically lit Dark Souls 2 is incredibly stupid. It's because a lot of people who see me post about dynamic shadows, which I post a lot about them, and a lot of my mods are based around them, and they will say, why is baked lighting so bad? And it's like, well, it's not actually. Baked lighting is incredibly smart and is ideal for games where you're having things that obviously have static items and map pieces and whatnot. And if you don't have like a time of day system, you absolutely should be using baked lighting because it's smarter. It's you're not actually rendering that shadow, you're just pasting it on as a light map. So I guess you are rendering it, but it's not computationally expensive as casting a shadow, right? And you can have infinite distance for that, and because it's on the object over there and you're not actually casting a shadow. So it's just way smarter. So I don't want anyone to think that I hate baked lighting, because I definitely don't. Okay, so we're going to disable the base game dynamic shadows. We're going to disable the baked lighting shadows. And then we have the light mask world, which you'll see sometimes doesn't do anything. It depends on... The force render sun shadows, I have not seen that have much effect yet. I haven't really seen any change, but that, we'll see. I haven't done the debugging of like shadow map and whatnot. That also hasn't done anything. So I don't know. Anyway, so now that we have them disabled, let me get rid of my thingamajiggy. So now that we have them disabled, we're going to save the atmosphere, and we're going to pop up. Oh, okay, so this is what it'll look like by default. Pro tip, go to snap to game camera. It's going to save you a lot of time. And you can click that. Now you can see your character, and we can kind of zoom in and out. Also love the depth of field. It's so like dreamlike when you're in this thing. Okay, so now we're going to go to our Yeah, level, Heide Tower Shadow. And we're going to hit Game Map Editor. And once again, we can now start selecting the objects. And we add them to the shadow map. And we add them to the shadow map. And it's going to look sick, nasty. So the other thing we need to do, because now you'll notice these objects here are not visible because we're not actually looking at them. Now the fun thing is you can actually move your character and you can kind of make this like top-down Dark Souls 2 experience if you want. Also, you can use I think the right thumbstick to cycle through. I haven't really quite figured out 100% how it works, but you can use the right thumbstick on your controller to like cycle through what's being rendered a bit. It's interesting. And once you do that, you're going to want to hit refresh capture. So we're going to then click on this. And now you'll see it's casting a shadow right here. You'll love to see it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, and now we have an accurate shadow that's actually being cast. I don't think we have all of it yet. There's many different pieces, as we would assume. Okay, we got that. Do we got the tippy top? We got the tippy top. And now you get this really, really super accurate shadow, which I adore and I love, and I live my life based on dynamic shadows. Yeah, so let's see if we turn this one on. Oh, look at that. It hits the object. I'll never get tired of seeing seeing the shadows pop up. I can't it's too addictive. I can't stop doing it. Now I believe there's another structure over here actually. Now you'll notice there is actually a setting in Lighting Engine so that water receives the shadows. So if we save this level real quick, and then we hit F3, we hit F1, and then we go here, and you'll notice we can actually set the water to receive the shadows that are being cast. So kind of cool, and I usually turn that on just for funsies. And okay, so let's go back now that we're. Oh no, actually, I guess there is just that one big one. I don't know why I thought there was another one. There is this, but I don't think it's going to be big enough to reach over here. I could be incorrect on that. We will see. Now, I am going to fight this guy. I'm going to fight a couple of these guys. Oh, I got lucky on that one. Ooh. I do have the Moonlight Greatsword, and it is sick. Well, okay. I mean, I didn't expect to get hit by that, to be honest with you. Let's go take care of this jabroni. I love this weapon so much. It's so extra how he charges this shit up. It's so good. I love it. Never change Dark Souls 2. Alright, so we're looking this way. We're looking east, or wherever the fuck we're looking. We're looking east, and I wouldn't look any other way. So let's hit F3. Our map editor is still up. We snapped a game camera. And we're going to, we're going to grab some shit. And we're going to add it to the, oh my god, look at that shadow. Oh, it's so good. I'll never get enough of the shadow. Adding the shadow, the OCD part of my brain just goes, yes, this is how it was meant to be. This is how God intended this to look. So you can also go here. Oh my god, look at that big fat ass shadow. I don't know why I called the shadow a fat ass, but I did. And I immediately apologize. Kind of. Oh my god. It's so good. It's so much fun. Oh, hey, nah. Let me save level. Okay. Hey, why the fuck did you get over here? Alright, let me get my... Hey, what if I... Well, okay. That did. Okay, that's not the attack I liked. Oh, I know that charge up. Don't like that. Alright, well that's just like an immediate... Okay, hey, that's an immediate swipe. I think you know that that is not the attack I like. Also, fuck you, piece of shit. I love your armor, and I love how you gesticulate wildly. So let's get this statue to cast shadows too, which I guess it'll cast that way. But you will see that this big pillar is casting a shadow onto our bird man Egyptian statue, which is awesome and great. So let's snap the game camera. Let's refresh capture, although in this case I didn't think we had to do that, but I did it anyway. Yeah, look at that. So now we have a shadow being cast by the sword and the object itself. I love it so much. I'm only going to say it a million times. I can't get enough of it. I can't stop. I can't stop, and I will not stop. So let's go up here and beat up this bitch ass. And I know it's rude to call him a bitch ass, but I kind of think he is. He's the guy that gives me trouble. Ugh, okay, that was close. Well, okay. I thought I had you on that one. I'm going to be real with you. I thought I had you. Thank you. Okay, nice. Ooh, yeah. I will say I also like how they added the depth information being used on this ground, the stone floor, where by default it was not at all. And it was a flat normal map. Okay, snap the game camera. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, here we go. So that one's already in the scene entry. Great. Yeah, you can see these things I've already added because they're being fantastic and already casting shadows, and I was curious about that. Yeah, there you go. I missed some. Nice, nice. Ooh, yeah, missed that one too. Okay, did I get the bricks? I didn't get the bricks. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not get the bricks. Oh my god. Okay, is it? Oh, yep. Forgot that. Oop, forgot that. Okay, let's make sure I got all of it. Oop. Oh yeah, I was wondering. I was like, yeah, that door, it seems like we're not having the most accurate shadow there. All right, so we did that. This is not added yet. Okay, let's get that. Although that was already occluded by a shadow. So I didn't need to do that. That's one pro tip about shadows. If it's already shadow casted, you just don't need to do it. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to have 5,000 shadows being cast. Because I love it and I can't get enough of it. But yeah, this is basically the process that I will go through, and I will enable dynamic shadow casting, and then per scene or per map, I will enable those options to disable the light map and all that good stuff. And that way, it's just a file for you guys to put on in your game install, and then that's it. That's you'll have dynamic shadows, and it's really cool. And I can try to mess with the cascades that handle like the handoff between the different ranges of shadows and when the best ones are being cast or displayed. They get a bit wonky, but you can also kind of mess with the distance on them through lighting engine and not having to do it through the filter params, which is actually fucking great. I love it. Okay, so let's go beat up this bitch ass as well. Oh, I'm out of Estus. Man, that's a shame. That's a real shame. Okay, check this bitch. Oh, well, okay, you blocked it, but... Okay, you blocked that as well. Oh, okay, ow. Oh, okay, he didn't respond to that, and I think that was a bit... I'm gonna take the wax here. I know I have a lot of health. I don't even have my HUD on. I'm so confident in this, I don't need my HUD on. Okay, so then let's go back to our map editor, snap the game camera, and then we have this. Boom. Boom. Okay, let's even add our little bottom part there for a little bit of extra shadows. Nice. So we get a little bit of extra shadow casting on there. Love to see it, because the AO is taking over the other portion of that shadow being cast. Do we have any big buildings? No, we're good. Ooh, okay, I'll cast those shadows. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna cast those goddamn shadows. Interestingly, this is all popping up, which is actually really cool. Because I think it's already, yeah, that one's already in the, oop, yeah, but that part wasn't. Okay, interesting, interesting. I don't think that was worth it, but we'll do it anyway. All right, yeah, that's casting a shadow underneath now. Perfect, perfect. Okay, do we have this? Ah, good, good. So we're casting those shadows. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Okay, so let's make sure we have the interiors all set to correctly capture the sunlight here, which it looks like we do. Okay, love to see it. I don't think we need to set any of these to, well, I'll do it anyway. Now you'll see there is disable local shadows. I believe that would have to do with from the torch or from like a shadow casting source, which by default they are disabled. So I will save that just for funsies. Oh yeah, we do. Ooh, yeah, let me add. Oh, okay, okay. You can see this one does not have the local shadows disabled. Interesting. Ooh, actually, wow. That's kind of sick. We go all the way over here? All right. Let's just enable some more shadows while we're here. Okay, okay, got that. Got the tippy top. Got the tippy top. Okay. Oh, yep. Can see that popping up. Yep. There you go. Love to see it. Yep. See, now you'll see the shadow there updating. So basically, this will be one of the things I'm working on, aside from Dark Souls Remastered, because frankly, even if no one cared about the mod itself, it is actually just incredibly satisfying for me to work on this regardless. So I'll just be doing that because I want to. If I'm honest with you, I really genuinely just can't get enough of this. And I now realize you're watching this 20-minute video of a jabroni just talk about this for a long time. When really I had made my point a long time ago, but I'm kind of just stuck doing this because I can't stop. I can't. Oh, this is gonna be the coolest one. Okay, check this shit out. Oh my god, check that shit out. Okay, let's do that. Boom. Let's do that. All right. Let's click this. Nice, nice, nice. Let's get some rubble. Nice. Let's get that as well. Nice. Okay. Am I missing something? No, I guess, yeah, it's casting the shadow from up here, and there's this hole that it's actually casting the shadows from. That's actually correct. That's true. I was like, hey, hold on. But no, that's right. Right as rain, as they would say. I don't think I need to add that to the shadow map. But you know what? It's fine. We have shadows to burn, and frankly, this is a very efficient rendering engine created by the DS2 lighting engine creator, Rage Vitamins. Ooh, yeah, we almost forgot our little bricks there. You can't forget the bricks. You simply can't. Okay, we got a little shadow cast there. And there's my dude. There's my little dude. Let's save the level. All right, let's save the level. Let's quit out of that. And let's go into... oh, I do have life gems. All right, HUD. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're going to life gem up. Oh, this is bad. Oh man, this looks so sick. Well, is that right? I do feel like there should be more. Oh, fuck. You are why I drink, okay? Also, I love you and never change. Heide Night, please. Please and thank you. Let's clear out this room real quick. I do wish I had... Oh, I forgot that. I do wish I had not, or I had a DSR broken? Okay, well... Hey, by the way, I don't think you hit me. You were like 6 football fields away from me. Just so you know. Oh, poison broadsword, you are so done for. I don't even think you're a person, a flesh bag that could be poisoned, right? It doesn't matter though. I just absolutely dominated you. Okay. Alright. Oh. Gotcha. I'm not playing with Bearer of the Curse, so I do not have the better rolling. But as you can tell, I've played a lot of DS2, and I'm very used to the rolling. Hey, you recovered very quickly from that, just so you know. Oh, shit. If you're curious, this is basically how the streams go. I just talk a lot of shit. Okay, so we have light coming in. Yeah, okay, alright. Yeah, maybe it was not collecting all of it. So let's go to game camera. And let's make sure. Oh, yeah, that was it. I didn't do the interior dome. Interesting. Interesting. Interessante. Okay, I don't know why I said that. Don't hate me. Ooh, also didn't get the little edges here. Gotta make sure you get the edges, okay? You gotta make sure you get the edges. So now I think we should have correct. I mean, there is that big hole. Is that what's casting that? Okay. Well, moving on. Basically, yeah, I don't need to do this for everything else. You guys get the point. So it's really only DS2 lighting engine that allows any of this to work. And as you can tell, I love it. And I think it would be kind of cool. What do you guys think? Do you think a fully dynamically lit Dark Souls 2 has any value? Because I think it's fun to work on. Maybe I'll just do it on stream, where I just go around turning on dynamic shadows. I'll probably, so I think after you're done watching this, I should be live on Twitch playing Bearer of the Curse, because I actually just want to play more of that. If I'm honest with you, I just want to fucking play more of that. So I'm going to do that. You're now duty bound to watch that stream. So it'll be on Twitch. Link in the description. And yeah, thank you for watching. And hopefully you enjoyed this look at DS2 Lighting Engine and some of the really cool things that you can do through it, and enables me as a mod creator to live out my dynamic shadow fantasy, frankly. And yeah, so thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video.